to your November 2024 tarot reading. Hope everyone is doing well. We're going to get started with the cards I already pulled on the table. These are 2 oracle cards. The first one is the Power of Attraction, and then you have Healing of the Heart. So when I channel your energy and I meditate and I sit with your energy, I'd like to pull the oracle cards sometimes just to help me connect with you. And it just feels a little deep. Okay, so this is not surprising. Usually your energy is this way. But what I've been feeling typically with the previous readings that I've done for the month of November, there's a lot of movement and there's a lot of action that's being taken and forward movement, right? But with you, it's a very, very different feeling. And so it feels just really still and really deep. Okay. So both of these cards have the word power in them. So that did stand out to me this morning. And so I don't know if you're working on building your power back by being really still and going deep. There may be a lot of meditation, mental work, right? Like mental calming, mental releasing, being really, really conscious about your mental state and how you are reacting, how you are responding to things, trying your best to control your instincts and control your emotions, even by being really high in the mind. And in order to do that, it's like you really have to build a wall around you, at all times. So you're not so sensitive to the environment and you're not so reactive to your environment, right? So it's just like taking it really slow, checking in with yourself at all times, having a conversation with yourself about how you're feeling in the moment. How did this conversation make me feel? How did this interaction make me feel? Instead of reacting instinctively because you felt something, but you're not conscious of what you felt, therefore the reaction comes out, right? Which is something that I think as time goes on in the Scorpio's life, you work on that, right? Like you work on those emotional outbursts, whether they be positive or negative, depends. Like it's not necessarily a thing of positive and negative. It's more so you just need to release the emotion. So I think that you are checking yourself and you understand that if you don't work on this, you're not going to be able to attract what you've been wanting to attract. Now, power of attraction in this card, it's depicted by 2 people facing one another, a male and a female. So you may very well be trying to attract a person or a relationship, but it doesn't have to be that. You may be trying to attract more money into your life, trying to attract better opportunities, open roads, right, of different paths and options, things like that. So it just depends on what you're working on for yourself. But the key to that is, once again, to be conscious of your frequency. And if you are not conscious of your mental state and how that makes you feel, like your feelings and your mind sort of threaded together and in line, then that level of attraction or what you're trying to attract is going to be messy, right? There's not going to be a straight focus on this is exactly what I want, because your mental state, your emotional state is a little zigzaggy. So I think it's a good thing. I think that you are doing it, the best that you can, the way that you think that you could do it. And the most important part is that you're conscious of it, right? You want something better. You want something different. There's something that you're desiring here. And you are self-reflecting and looking at how you show up in life that is either adding to this state of attraction or taking away from it, right? And I think a lot of this does have to do with some heart healing. This is making me feel confidence building. It's making me feel like you are reflecting on yourself and not only trying to fix what you think needs to be fixed, but also appreciating and loving the things about yourself that you deem to be positive, your gifts, your talents, the things that you are known for, or what makes you stand out, what makes you unique. And really like honing into those things and loving those parts of yourself and allowing those parts of yourself to be on the forefront of your personality, of, when you go somewhere or step into a room or have a conversation, these positive qualities coming out first, is what I'm feeling with that. Like it's on the forefront, it's in the front of you. Whereas you're trying to leave all of the insecurities, the self-doubt, the perceived mental, like those thoughts that we have, right, about ourselves, like when we pick at ourselves and we bully ourselves mentally, and it's just like, oh, like I don't look a certain way, I don't have this, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, whatever the case is. Like you're trying to do away with those things because you also, of course, know that affects your overall vibration and frequency. So it's a lot of work. It's not easy. I think that, or actually I know that with time and more time spent on making these types of effort, it becomes habit, it becomes the norm, right? So I don't know what stage you're in, but this is your process right now. You've developed a process of how to heal, right? And because you want to attract better things in life. There was something else I was getting with this. Oh, with this card as well, the healing of the heart. There's something, if you are in the energy of looking for love, looking for relationship, trying to connect with someone, attracting a genuine high vibe connection, a lot of the blockages that you have had are stemming from previous experiences in relationship, which is natural, and I think that for a long time now, you have been blocking relationship, like you don't want it, like you're looking away from it. That may be changing soon, or you may be in that energy now, right, where you're just ignoring love and relationship. You don't want to have anything to do with it. It's not coming, you don't want it in your energy, in your environment, whatever, in your life. But the thing about this is that it has to do with your experiences and the trauma and the hurt, the heartbreak that you have experienced in relationship, in love, the letdowns, the failures. So you may be working through some of that as well while you are in this state of healing and releasing and forgiving, and not just forgiving the other person, but forgiving yourself even, because we could put a lot of guilt on ourselves and a lot of responsibility. We should always have that personal sense of, how did I show up? How am I showing up? What am I contributing to this relationship, to either, a positive way or a negative way? We should always be looking at that, like that self-reflection first before we look at the other, right? And so forgiving yourself is also going to help you release some of these blockages as well. But either way, you are attracting, you are trying to get your power back and working on these things. All right, so let's go into the tarot and start to get more details. What is in the personal energy for the Scorpio for the month of November 2024? If you're listening to this reading outside of November, hopefully you find meaning, perspective, insight, clarity, truth. Doesn't have to just be for November. If Spirit guides you to this message, then hopefully there's something there for you. All right. Scorpio. Personal energy for the Scorpio, please. Okay, you have the Six of Wands. Beautiful. So accomplishment here. Okay, so you're in the process of accomplishing something, or you are working on something to finish. And it could have to do with all the internal work that you're doing, but it could also have to do with something regarding your actual physical job as well. Just because the Emperor is here, there's a lot of authority, there's a lot of conviction, extreme power with the Emperor, right? Like in your abilities, in your capability to get something done, to take control of something, just to get back on track, you know, and take back control of your life, I'm hearing. And you've had a lot of support here with the Six of Wands, you know, people behind you rallying for you and wanting you to win, wanting you to succeed, and like your support group, you know. So you have a support group here. You have people who believe in you and who think that, you know, you have a lot to offer. There's a lot of value here with the Emperor. But I think overall, it's just a matter of being the center of your life again, taking control of your life again, having direction and a plan, because the Emperor is comes with a level of strategy. They're the ruler of their realm. You know, they have to not only take care of themselves, but take care of their people, take care of their realm, right? So all of that goes into it, it falls on the Emperor's shoulders, and it's the Emperor's responsibility to get things done. So you may be getting a lot done this month. Maybe checking off some boxes of the to-do list, taking control, like I said, just a lot of control and power back. So, which is a good thing. So this is making me feel like you're coming from a place of feeling like disempowered. Okay. So maybe somebody else had control, or you were a little lost, right? Like you didn't have a direction. You didn't know what to do. You didn't know how to get out of a situation, whatever. And that may have to be with like the fact that there could have been a lot of people as well involved, pushing you in different directions or distracting you or not allowing you to just like to just come back to yourself, right? Like, I don't know. There's different types of Scorpios, just like there's different type of any other sign, right? And there's a lot of like sense of, yes, control and possession and obsessive behavior and stuff like that with the Scorpio. But my personal experience is that you can allow other people to take the reins. You can allow other people to take over. Some of you don't necessarily speak up and take control until either it's too late or it's gone too far. And you can be used, you can be abused, you can, I don't know, right? So the reputation that you have for being a savage and for, you know, just like the kill and destroy and all of that. I mean, yeah, that could happen, but you know, especially if you're dealing with somebody you love or like you're in a relationship, you can get walked over, right? Like walked on. So maybe it's a matter of enough of that, right? Enough of taking the back seat in your life. And although you appreciate the help that people have given you, now it's just a matter of rising above them and taking back your power, taking back your control, you know, because at the end of the day, this does fall on you. And I think you know that. All right. So let's take a look at your love life. We're going to do just a couple cards here for November, just to get a sense of what it looks like, so you have some information to go off of. But if you're interested in a more in-depth love reading, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, because I'm going to be putting out a love reading, more in-depth love readings for each sign in November. So I'll be starting those soon. All right. Hopefully it's straight. I don't know. I can't see the screen here. Oh no. Sorry, I have the screen on, but It's lagging. Okay. Love and relationship for the Scorpio, please. King of Cups. What else? Love energy for the Scorpio. One more card. So the King of Cups is definitely a card that represents the Scorpio archetype, but it doesn't have to be. It could be somebody that you're dealing with in this reading. So just take it how it relates to your situation. But there's definitely a need to take back control here. Okay. There's definitely a need to, and I think that you feel that. I think that, you're deciding and you're choosing to take the reins in this relationship, because this King of Cups is making me feel like they are very unstable and they are not in the right state of mind, in the right emotional space to show up in a healthy, positive way in the relationship right now. There is a lot of destruction. There's a lot of addiction. The King of Cups can come with that level of addiction, especially in this deck. They're heartbroken. And this could be you as well. This could be the fact that you maybe have some destructive tendencies in your love life and you're deciding to destroy it at this time. But yeah, it's just very selfish, egotistical, prideful type of energy. There's a lack of consideration, but I don't think that for some of you, this person, whether it's you or someone else, is not capable of considering anything else but themselves at this time, because they are so deep in the destructive behavior and that mindset right now. You may be dealing with another water sign as well. Regardless of which water sign it is, when a water sign goes into this state, it's really, really hard to get them out, for them to snap out of it. If it's an addiction, like real addiction, then obviously you can understand that. But sometimes a water sign is so overburdened, overwhelmed, like it's just this darkness that's just brewing within them. And the more they go down that rabbit hole of darkness, they hurt themselves, right? Emotionally, and so they could be using alcohol, drugs, other things as a way to do that, because there's just a lot of toxic, destructive, low vibing behaviors coming through here with this Five of Swords. Forget it. It doesn't feel good. Whichever Scorpio I'm picking up on is like your relationship, your connection with your person on a daily basis is like shitty. Okay. Like that is not normal. The way you interact with your person, if this is you, if it's not you, it's not you. Okay. So don't take offense. If it is you, don't take offense either. But it's like, that's not how relationship is supposed to be. That's not how love is supposed to be. If you find yourself arguing every single day with your person, if you find yourself, trying to even defend yourself because your other person is arguing with you, like whatever the case is, that's your indicator that something's up, something's wrong, something's not right. And depending on how long this has happened, no progress, no change, the communication is not getting better. It's just getting worse. What are you doing here? Like, I get the obsession and the possession. I get it. Okay. Like I understand and I can relate. I am not judging. I've been in these situations. I've been in your shoes before. depending on how old you are, how much experience you have. If you are older and find yourself in this type of relationship over and over and over again, or have been with this person and this is the dynamic for years and years and years, that is no excuse, right? Like, you should be working on yourself and working on the quality of your life. And if this isn't working and it's just taking away from the quality of your life, by now, you should already come to terms and accept the fact that this person is not your person, you know? But if this is new to you, you're younger, this is your first toxic relationship, we all have them. Okay, understandable, you know? You're not meant to be with this person forever. This is a lesson. This is for you to learn things about yourself, right? What you accept, what you don't accept from relationship and love, who you're attracting, why you're attracting it, traumas that you have to work on for yourself in order for you to heal, to grow, to ascend. So that way later in life, you can be ready for a healthy relationship. More often than not, we go through these toxic relationships so we can learn something and be ready for the real love to come later on in life, right? Some people are lucky enough, you know, depending on your generation, right? The older generations, they had a different mentality. They were born with different soul contracts. They were born with different planetary transits and alignments, right? Where they could last long like that. They were serious about how they loved and how they showed up and the building the life. And they had those same types of values. We, as the younger generations, may not have those types of values, may not think that way, right? Our soul contracts are different from that of our parents or that of our grandparents. So if you are wanting or comparing your life to that of your parents or grandparents, that is sabotaging, right? Because there's no comparing. We're in a different time. Our purpose is different. Our mentality is different because of our environment, because of the experiences that we've had, because of society, how it is now compared to how it used to be before. So if you're trying because you think that you need to stay in a relationship and work hard and all those things because your parents did it or your grandparents did it, right? Like, really reflect on that. You know, is that what you really want? Is that really healthy for you? Is that what you're really supposed to be doing? Because it's not supposed to be this hard. If it's this hard, that's an indicator that something's not right. But yet you're still there. All right, let's go into money and career for November. So you have the Two of Swords, so there is decision making here, but you do not have all of the information yet, okay? And you feel like you are pushed or pressured to make a financial move or financial commitment or something like that. The best thing to do here is get all of the information that you can get before you sign any contracts or, you know, commit to anything. Speak your mind, voice your opinion, ask all the questions, read the fine print, you know, if somebody is pressuring you to do something or to give money or to put money down or, you know, something like that, like, stop and reflect, like, why are they pressuring you? Why do you have a time limit? You know, like, what is the reason here? Because there's a lot that you don't understand yet about this financial deal, about this thing. I'm getting loans here. Just make sure that you're on the same page, that all of the facts are out. Some of you are doing things out of an emotional, making financial moves from an emotional state. So you want to be careful with that. Watch out that you are not, like, what is the phrase? Eating your words. Like, if you are over promising or over compromising, you know, there's plans that are coming out that's just like, okay, well, Scorpio, you can do this and be a part of that and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, yeah, sure. You know, because you want to be accommodating and all of that, you may not be able to fulfill these obligations and responsibilities later down the line. So you want to be careful. You want to stand your ground. And if it is something that you know you can't do, you know that if other people may be depending on you, but you just can't do it, don't promise that you can do it. Don't say that you can do it. Just be open, just be honest about it and stand your ground. For some of you, this already happened. Okay. And now it's just a matter of you need to fix it. You need to speak to the people, make the phone call, send the emails, you know, respond to fix some type of financial deal that was made before. Because you didn't know all of the ins and outs of it. You didn't know all of the, you know, details that went into this deal. But there's a decision that also has to be made as it relates to your finances as well. And you're just trying your best to stay clear-headed about it and not allow your emotions to dictate or, you know, run like your choices, right? Like take control of your emotions here and just try to be very level-headed and, you know, only if you have the facts, right? If there's doubt or there is uncertainty and you still have questions, then it's just like pondering or something like that, then you know that you don't have all of the information there. Okay, that's a sign. All right, we're going to pull some more cards, get some more details, see what the story is. What does Scorpio need to anticipate, expect? What is coming into Scorpio's environment, life in the month of November? People, situations, circumstances. Scorpio. Knight of Wands. Passionate energy right off the bat. Is that the phrase? Anyway, and the Four of Wands. Beautiful. I love this. So the beginning of the month, you're feeling really excited and there's a lot of promise and celebration and union here. There's union happening. So this could be you and your person, you and your family, getting your house ready for something or focusing on your home, focusing on I don't know, just a lot of energy at home, it feels. Maybe you're decorating, cleaning, moving furniture around the beginning of November whenever you're listening to this. And it's just everybody is having a good time on the same page. You have the Eight of Wands, fast-moving energy. A lot of fiery energy coming through in the beginning of November. Ooh, more fire. I thought I had room. Sorry. I need to keep moving this over. Okay, and then you have Temperance as well. So the first part of November, I love this. All right, so you are definitely working on your vibe, on your frequency, on maintaining a positive mindset, on, you know, getting things done, taking action, because you know that that's the only way to create change or to manifest something, right? By using your fire energy here. That is how we that's how we get our thoughts and our emotions, right? Like the goals that we have in mind, our vision, what would be emotionally fulfilling for us, you know? How do we attract that and how do we manifest that into our 3D world? We need to use the fire element and take action and initiate change and, you know, do something, right? In order for it to manifest in our outer world. So I'm getting that some of you are making room, are making space, right? If it is love or relationship that you are wanting, you know, looking at your environment, right? Do you have space in your life to attract a person and a whole relationship. You know, that takes time. That takes time out of your daily life. That takes space when they, you know, come over or whatever, right? Like cleaning your house, clearing out things, getting the feng shui, right? Like the flow of positive energy going around your home, you know, making it smell good, opening the windows, bringing in the light, right? Like all of those things matter. All of those things play a part into your overall vibe and how you are, how your frequency is. Sorry, my mind is going too quick. The frequency that you're putting out there, right? So it feels like a lot of movement, a lot of energy happening. You're passionate about something. You want to get something going, like something in the beginning of November, there was an idea and it's just like, I want to do this. This is what I want. And now you're just taking steps to get there. But something is moving super quickly. Temperance is coming through, blessing the situation, bringing in some harmony and union, alchemizing, right? Two people coming together or two parts of life sort of combining to create something better. So somehow I'm getting, for some of you, it's like home and work combining. So I don't know if like you're going to start working from home, or you know, something that you do at home, you're now going to be doing at work or something like that. There's like home and work life coming together in some way. What else? It's like, if you give to this, I'll give as well. You know, the effort that someone gives is like a reflection of how they feel. So that could be you, like how much you're giving into something. Those are the results that you're going to get back. That's the karma that you're going to get back. Or if it's two people, it's like this person is making effort. You know, I'm going to make effort as well to see, you know, where this goes, or to build a strong relationship, something like that. But definitely union. I'm feeling that between the Four of Wands and the Temperance card. It feels very different from this over here. This is really low. All right. Let's see. Middle of the month, you're starting off with the Four of Cups and the Eight of Cups. 4 to the 8. For some of you, you're leaving a person and then going toward another person. For some of you, it's like somebody has come through that represents everything you've been wanting or wishing for. And they are of very stark contrast to your person that you have been with for a while. They're very different. They're coming, this is new. This is new emotion, a new emotional fulfillment in some way. So if it's not a relationship or a person, your emotional state, which is what we were talking about in the beginning with the oracle cards, is getting better, right? Like you're being really conscious of how your emotions play a part in your reactions and therefore results that you get back from life. And so you are trying your best to stay in a really solid, positive, loving, emotional frequency. But at the same time, I'm also getting with these cards is like you're saying goodbye to something that was hurtful, to something that never came to life, like it never happened. You know, maybe you tried for a long time, but it just wasn't the thing. It wasn't meant to be a long-term situation, you know, like you're coming to terms with that. And there is a new feeling, a feeling of like release and freedom, you know, whether there is someone new coming in. And if there is someone new coming in, they make you feel that release and freedom. But just regardless, letting go of this is bringing you more lighthearted, free energy, right? Like you have something, like the dark has subsided, the light has come out. You're not heavy with this feeling anymore, you know, whatever it is that this relationship or this person brought into your life. All right. And then you have the Two of Swords again. So Two of Swords again here. Something is happening this month that you have to make a big decision on. I'm feeling for some of you, it's like you have to make a choice regarding your mind and your heart. For some of you, it's you have to, like, you're guided somewhere else. Your emotions, your heart are taking you in another direction. But this direction is opposite from what you've promised other people. You had made a commitment before. And this could have to do with some work or job. But now it's like you see differently. You're feeling different about it. And there's something else that has grabbed your attention and ignited a fire under you. You know, you're emotionally drawn to this thing. So you have to make a choice. Like, do I fulfill my obligations and my commitments that I already have? Or do I go toward this new calling, this new thing that I'm feeling pushed or pulled toward? At the end of the month, I mean, it's not the easiest energy, you know, but at least it's productive in a sense because you're making moves. You have the Ten of Wands here. So there's some movement, whether that is you literally moving location, moving job. But it's for the sake of building something better with more stability, more security. Two people are working on this, or more than two people, like a group of people are working on this. Okay, so there's people have come in, right? And this could be that tribe of yours, but you're taking control. You're in control now. Okay. And people may be helping. For some of you, it's just a matter of you're moving, right? And you have people helping you move. But for others, it's like you're actually building something, like a new foundation. There's a lot of communication. There's a lot of like exchange of ideas here. People using their skill sets to their benefit, right? So it's, what is this? Like, I have this amount of money. You have this experience. You know, if I put in the money, will you work on this for me or something like that? And then by the end of the month, it's like rest. Somebody here needs a rest. And boundaries are up. You know, the walls are up here. So you are definite. It makes me feel like you're working on something big. There's change happening. You're making moves. You're making changes. You want better here with the Temperance card. This is the only face card that you have out of this entire block of cards here. So a lot of your month, it has to do with the details. Okay. Like the choices, the day to day, every day, what are you deciding? You know, what are you choosing? What moves are you making? How are you feeling? Like just taking it day by day. But at some point, it's going to take you somewhere big. And you know that, right? It's not an easy process. It's a very conscious, dedicated process. You understand this. It's like there's so much happening that you have to be really conscious and slow about how you're moving so you can get this life that you want. And you are building a fortress. You're building a type of, what is this? Like a wall, you know, not allowing the wrong people to get in or people who are going to change the course of this decision. Like it's final. You've made this decision. You know where you're going. You know what you have to do. You're going to do it. Anything, if anybody wants to come in and sway you differently, like you're building a wall and you're keeping them out. Only the people that are here to support you, that love you, that have your genuine interests in heart and mind, you know, and even then you may not allow all of those either, right? Because of how your personality is. Because when you are focused and you're really, really working on something, you know, you don't like to boast about it. You don't like to talk about it. Like, you like to get it done. So you're not distracted and you're not influenced, right? Because as soon as that influence comes through, like I was saying in the beginning, when sometimes the Scorpio allows other people to influence them, it throws you off completely. So I agree with you, right? Keep it secret, keep it hush. Just do your thing, work on your thing. You're getting somewhere, you're going somewhere. You know that, you know, and that's all that matters. Okay. All right, that was your reading for November, guys. I hope that you got something out of it. If you did, click the like button on the video. I would really appreciate it if you did that. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. Let's see who I'm going to read for next. Aries is next. So if you have any Aries placements, stay tuned for that reading. Yeah, I mean, great job. You know, good luck. Stay strong. Stay dedicated. You got this. We'll see what the energy brings for you in December. Have a wonderful holiday, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.